Theoretically.
Balls are space.
Space is balls.
Space balls.
Space balls.
Oh, hey, guys. Happy Friday. Those are the vibes we're bringing today. We are going to draft our favorite dark horse / sleeper players for the Buffs. Who are the guys that aren't getting enough hype that we want to stamp? Let's do it right now.
Buff Nation.
Let's go.
Squad.
Happy Friday. Friday vibes only today on the DNVR Buffs Podcast. We are live from the Xfinity studio, and we're feeling great. Aren't we?
We are. We are.
Just had to make
Dogs
sure.
are off to a tough start today. I'm kind of mad at Scotty, but other than that, we're good.
Oh, let's dig into it.
I ain't do nothing.
No.
He's more mad at Hank than he's mad at me.
Explain.
He's just not a ride or die. Thought he was.
Did you not take the dogs again?
No, I mean, I was never doing that. I was never going all the dogs. I want some of the dogs. I like a few of the dogs, but I'm not on all the dogs like my guy is right here.
Is this the genesis of the argument?
Yeah.
I figured.
He's just rooting against the dogs. This is so unethical.
That is, you are kind of ruining the vibes of the stream. I ain't gonna lie if you do that.
I'm just not worried about that, bro. We were bringing the vibes today, man. We were on Akron early, me and Dre. We were really rooting for Akron.
Yeah, I can hear you guys from the
And then last I saw, it was a 16-point game.
Yeah, I think it ended up being like a 21-point game.
Oh, no.
But yeah, but it's still early. You know, it's only 1 o'clock here, local. Still a lot of basketball to be played today. But before we get there, we got some Buffs football to talk about.
And I'm gonna bury the hatchet with you for the next 57 minutes.
That's real mature of you, bro. I respect that. I appreciate that.
Well, today on the show, it's Backwards Friday. So we're going to start off with the draft today. We'll talk sleepers, parameters, and draft here very, very shortly. Guess that Buff is back? Or
This is kind of new.
Guess that transfer is back in a new form.
Yes.
The
We had
more-
to
It's like season 2.
We had to rebrand a little bit, you know? Yeah.
it's evolving into a more sustainable, just longer living form.
Yes, exactly right. I'm excited to unveil this new iteration of the game with y'all.
And then we'll get into news after that. New rule changes. I think, did you ask earlier this week about Kyle Whittingham and what happened at Utah? Something about that?
Ask?
You're saying, I might be making this up, but were you wondering about like what actually happened at Utah and like?
No,
were
I
we
was
talking
saying
about
that Utah ran him out of town.
Oh yeah, well we'll talk about that for
Okay.
sure. I don't know if you guys read that or not,
I
but
saw some stuff come out today.
we'll
I
get
didn't see
into it.
anything.
All right, sleepers. What is a sleeper in this definition here?
To me, it's someone who like hasn't had their moment in the sun yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you know it when you see it. Like Cree Thomas is no longer a sleeper.
Right.
Because he's had his moment in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can go through. I mean, even probably Mo Williams.
Ernest Campbell.
Ernest Campbell is not a sleeper.
See, this is where once we get to the draft, I think it's going to be interesting
Yeah.
how we deem a sleeper.
I just think it's like, has there been a bunch of buzz around them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's valid. Like, have we talked about them a lot on the show, like,
Yes.
so to speak?
Yes.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I feel like there are a lot of guys who...
I do have a pick that could be controversial.
I feel like we each will have at least one where it's like, come on.
And
that's not a
the
sleeper.
rules on that is if there's 3 people here, if
Consensus.
the other 2 people both say no, then you can't do it.
Simple.
So then what about players who were maybe productive before who just haven't been talked about much this spring? Is that considered a sleeper? Like, I'm not going to throw out DeAndre Moore Jr.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. You
No,
wouldn't.
I think
But, like-
production, I think everyone, most of the team has production.
Okay.
Like
All right.
Andre Bradford brings out like Caleb Mathis would obviously like fit the bill perfectly. You know, if you were to go with
We have talked a little bit about him on this show, but yes, I agree.
but he fits the bill.
I agree. You ready, Yaya? All right. I have no idea what order this is about to be in. Let's find out together. And neither does
I hope I
Yaya.
don't go first here. All right, cool.
All right. It's RK first. Scotty after that, and then I will hit the 1-2 turn here.
All right.
Get us kicked off, bro.
Let's just get the controversy off and rolling right away. I'm going to take Emmanuel Eziogu.
Okay. You talked about him a good amount. We talked about him a decent amount, but I'll allow it here.
I will allow it.
Okay. I was going to say, like, he kind of did have his moment in the sun just for the 40.
Sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just don't think he's been getting buzz.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like
No, valid.
he kind of gets like tossed in at the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
We're 6 practices in, obviously into spring break this week, and I don't think we really shouted him. I mean, the Marvin, the defense kind of shouted him out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's really kind of it.
All right.
Fits the bill. Scotty.
That's a good one. I feel like a lot of these edge rushers, because there's a lot I feel like unknown in terms of amongst the fan base,
And there's no one that
much.
everyone's latched onto because
Right.
there's so many options.
Exactly right. So I think I'm kind of going to go along the same lines here, and I'm going to go with Balansama Kamara. Are we allowing it?
You put yourself in a tough spot. What do you want to say?
I'll allow it. I mean, I have to. I feel like I have to. But I do think that he's had more buzz than Manny.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. Balansama hasn't had like the 4.4640 that everybody in the fan base kind of went off, when that happened during winter workouts about, let's go, a month or so ago. And I think other than maybe him getting some love from Marv after a practice that was caught on a well-off, like we haven't really seen his name, I think, surface too much.
Yep.
This is a really productive guy last year at Albany. So I think he could potentially like really be a big impactful player on the edge for this team this year. So I feel like we haven't seen his name a ton, but I think he could be really impactful this year.
Jake, keep the bit going where they're all hard names for Yaya to spell.
I picked Samu Taumanu Pepe. I'm just kidding. No. All right, I'll just bring up my first one then too. Does Micah count?
No.
Oh, no.
No. I feel like he's being heavily disrespected so far this spring.
I think that's
He has his own like squad though. There's like a whole Micah.
Yeah, we run tight.
And I was saying, I feel like that's a bit different than being like slept on.
Makari Vickers.
Yes.
Sure.
Give me Makari Vickers.
Sure.
Twice.
I will gladly.
He's a deep sleeper.
Yeah, no doubt.
Look, man, I'm not going to give up on him.
I like that.
I think he's flashed quite a bit at times. And yes, has he played as consistent and as good as we've all wanted him to? No. But I think that he's had enough flashes in games last year.
Yeah.
He already had a nice PBU in spring ball this year. And he doesn't have to deal with a freaking heart surgery again this spring.
Yeah.
Give me Makari Vickers.
Love it.
Oh, I get 2, huh?
You get 2.
Do you
big
want to take
dog.
that one? The last one mentioned there?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You may as well, bro.
Does Tyler Martinez count?
I'll allow it. Because I was going to pick him. I'll allow it.
Give me Tyler Martinez. Just because the talk's been on the other two so much. On Leafau and on ESPN.
Yep.
To Gideon Lamprin, I should say. But we also, I feel like we just automatically go to Carson Crawford, Rodney Colton, like right after that. And then it's like, oh yeah, Tyler Martinez.
Yeah.
This is a position that's going to have heavy rotation. And I think that he's going to be just the number 3. And he's going to be one that, I think he's going to surprise people, I think, with the amount of stats and tackles that he racks up. We did the mini pod yesterday about who has the most tackles, and we both easily picked Gideon. Would it surprise you if Tyler Martinez is a top 8, top 7 tackler on this football team?
Oh, no, not at all. And I think being a third linebacker is valuable because I think if you can control it. I don't think you want your 2 starting linebackers to play every single snap of every single game. Of
course.
So that third linebacker could be very, very valuable. And I think Tyler Martinez is going to thrive in that role. A veteran player. Like, he's played a lot of football. So we like his mental makeup, and we think he can play, certainly. And him being on the podium, I think, says a lot a couple weeks ago as well.
Yes.
I'm up next year.
Yep.
How about some Javon McFadden? How about some Javon McFadden?
Absolutely.
I feel like we have not talked much about him, and it's easy because, he was a true freshman last year at Ohio State, didn't play. But I think maybe just a couple snaps here and there. But this is somebody who, committed to Ohio State out of high school for a reason. He was the #1 former offensive lineman in the state of Maryland. Obviously, Jordan Seaton's cousin, can play tackle, can play guard, just super physically gifted. And I think we haven't mentioned him much in terms of we're talking about the starting offensive line, but he can certainly steal a spot, whether starting or maybe, down the line, being kind of maybe a sixth offensive guy, sixth offensive lineman on that offensive line. So McFadden is ultra talented, and kind of having that as a wild card potentially in that offensive line room, an X factor maybe, could be huge.
I like that pick. I thought about him as well.
Where do I go?
2 picks for RK.
Okay, I'll just take both of these guys. Can I get Jason Stokes Jr.?
Sure.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Let me get him. And can I get Jaden Hardy?
I thought about that, but I don't think so.
Come on.
I don't think so, bro. I'm sorry.
Why?
I think.
Oh, I like him.
If I say what I'm thinking, it's going to invalidate one of my picks.
You were going to say because he was on the podium. You were going to say because I was too, though. I was too. But I got another guy in my mind that was that later. So,
Podium eliminates?
No, but besides that, I feel like Jaden Hardy's just got a lot of helmet slaps, man. He's gotten a lot of okay, Jaden Hardy, stuff hype on the sidelines.
I know, but he's not even considered to be a starter.
He seems like the third safety, though, right now.
And we just allowed the third linebacker.
We might have to allow it.
I think we have to allow it.
We might have to allow
the
it.
appeal.
That's a good pick.
Jaden
Hardy.
The appeals committee allowed that.
Jaden with
Jaden Hardy.
Jaden Hardy with all A's.
We're taking a trip to Hardy's.
That's a good pick. I think Hardy is a good player, man. He impressed me up at the podium.
Yes.
Obviously coming from Oklahoma, former teammates with Makari Vickers. I had the stat when we did guess that transfer. Interception in his first career game as a true freshman.
Yeah.
2 career picks. He seems like a very high IQ football player. And like I said, I think he's the third safety right now, if I had to guess, behind Rando and Nate Mitchell. So Jaden Hardy's a good pick. I'm going to go with the guy who also was on the podium we heard from, but I think this is still a sleeper, no doubt.
This is the podium round.
Big Fish.
Yes, he absolutely counts.
Fisher Clements. Tight end. I think
you're the only reason why he wouldn't count.
Because I'm
Honestly,
talking about
you're
him.
the only person.
Yeah, you're the
hyping
only
him.
one who has talked about it.
Yeah, I think Big Fish, Fisher Clements. Like you guys said, I was kind of high on him when he originally committed because I think he can play a very specific and valuable role. And then, having him up on the podium, I think kind of illustrates how the staff kind of feels about him early on.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously him saying as well that Brendan Marion called him up.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yep.
So I think Brendan Marion has an idea of how he wants to utilize Fisher Clements and his 6'7", 265-pound frame, both as a blocker and as a kind of a red zone short yardage threat as well.
Love that. Does Quanell count?
I'll allow it.
Sure.
Give me my guy, Quanell X Farrakhan Jr.
I think he's in. If there's a draft, you're picking him. It's could be.
'Cause that's my
defensive
guy.
backs draft. Jake's like, can I get Quanell?
Because that's my guy. Again, he just has an all-around skill set. Maybe he does not have that calling card. Quentin Gibson's got the speed. So does Cam Perry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the short area quickness. Danny's got the skills to attack the football.
Yeah.
Quanell's just very well-rounded. And last year, I think he was a sleeper last year with how much he was starting to play, right? And that was for many reasons. The season just kind of went down the drain. But I just think that he is someone who, if he was your 4th or 5th leading receiver statistically this year, I wouldn't be surprised myself. I could see him just making some noise and being a consistent player who is kind of a safety blanket. So give me Quanell.
Eric, calm down, bro. You're going to break the question mark button on your computer.
And I would say, too, about Toby Nene, I don't think he would apply here.
No.
I don't think he's a sleeper.
No.
A dark horse. I think he's almost a projected starter, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, I think he was on our projected starters.
Mm-hmm.
Consensus.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our first break, and then I'll make my next pick, and we'll wrap this up. Shout out to our friends over at Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR, just building durable legends destined for greatness, especially out here in the beautiful state of Colorado.
Yep.
The sun is back out and shining. That means it's time to explore our beautiful state. Whether you're going out into the mountains, taking a little road trip, or you're just driving around through the city, make sure Xfinity, coming from the Xfinity studio right there. Shout out to them and their 5-year price guarantee. What if I told you could get smart, intelligent, reliable Wi-Fi and you could keep it at the same price for 5 years, Scotty? I mean, that's just an unheard of deal. We got guys signing free agent deals, coaches making deals, guys making deals on the transfer portal.
Yeah.
And no one's getting a 5-year guaranteed locked in price. But Xfinity is doing that for you, the people out there. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And the best part, no annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from us, a lot can change in 5 years. We've watched the Broncos become a laughingstock into a contender in 5 years. We watched the Buffs become an even bigger laughingstock into a contender as well in the last 5 years. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
And shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR, man. Honestly, Toyota and DNVR goes way, way back. Like peanut butter and jelly almost. Like Toyota and trucks almost.
Meant for each other.
Meant for each other, exactly, man. For generations, Toyota's been building these durable legends that are destined for greatness and perfect for the great state of Colorado, man. Toyota has 17 different models available all-wheel drive. They got 16 different hybrid vehicles to choose from as well. And they got SUVs that take command on the road and on the trail so you can explore the road less traveled, man. So visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain State Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. As you already know by now, Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR and a proud partner of CU Athletics.
All right, back on the show. I got a pick here. Drafting sleeper candidates. How about a true sleeper here? Zane DeSouza.
Oh, wow.
That's sleeper.
Yeah.
6'6", 260 pounds, though.
Snoring.
As going to be a redshirt freshman?
We saw him in the elevator last week.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. He is a big dude. So give me Zane DeSouza.
That would be a sick nickname for someone. The elevator.
Yeah. Like a Skywalker.
Yes.
So like stupid bounce.
Yes.
The elevator. Yeah, it'll be sick.
Sounds like a quarterback nickname almost.
See, I think of like a hooper with crazy hops.
Yeah, for sure.
Good pick.
Trademark that. That is a good pick. I'm going to go real sleeper here too. I'm going to go sleeper. Yeah, I'm going to go sleepover sleeper. Like Lacey says here. Give me Kylan Salter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Kind of got buzz, but he's a sleeper.
He's just a familiar face, I think.
Yeah. Now playing the edge after, playing inside linebacker last year, I think this position fits his skill set a lot better. Because he's a physical player, but he still has some of the twitchiness that requires, you to play that edge position. So I think Kylan Salter, his second year, kind of here in Boulder, getting more comfortable.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you just got that flip. D'Souza is under Jake. Yeah. But yeah, I like Kylan Salter, man, to potentially, again, kind of be a dark horse in that room, in that edge room that we don't know who's going to emerge. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if he was one of a few guys who did.
Great pick.
Facts. Okay, so now it's me for 2.
Yeah.
You for 2, your last 2.
Could I get Jaquel Smith?
I'll
Yeah.
allow that.
Okay. Take
a good
Jaquel
pick.
Smith, and then I will finish my draft off with a deep sleeper. Yamil Talib.
Your guy.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
Good pick.
This is back on me, right?
Back on Scotty. And then we'll recap. This is the final round.
Okay. You know what? I will go with Emery Floyd here.
Okay.
Nice.
believe this is somebody who kind of flew under the radar. He was one of the early commits, transfer commits. And obviously there was a lot after him. Kind of got, I don't know the word I'm looking for. But anyway, this is somebody who was all Sun Belt last year at App State.
Yep.
Had a couple picks, had some impressive on-ball production in terms of the PBUs and whatnot. And kind of similar to the edge room, we don't know who's really going to emerge out of this cornerback room. I think we have a couple guys who we think we feel good about. Cree Thomas, RJ potentially.
Right.
But there are a handful of other guys who could potentially emerge as starters or fringe starters in that cornerback room. And I think Emory Floyd can potentially be one of them. I like the number 8 on him as well.
Yeah.
I think that tells me just a little bit. And like I said, he was just a really good player last year. Former teammates, obviously, with Dylan Manuel at App State last year. So give me Emory Floyd as a sleeper in that cornerback room.
Love it. Does Larry Johnson III count?
Sure.
No one is talking about him. And he is one of the biggest offensive linemen on the team. How many?
In the country.
For sure. Absolutely.
350, I believe he's listed at.
That is exactly what he's listed at. Started in 8 games last year, but I feel like and we've maybe have kind of done it and guilty of it too, just kind of swept him under the rug, I think, a little bit when it comes to the offensive line competition. Shout out to him for battling through that injury as long as he did last year, because I think he really could have ended his season a lot sooner in pursuit of getting healthy and just not having to play on whatever the injury was on that leg, but he stuck through it. And he kind of played okay, even with that. And I just think that this system could be something that really fits his road grader style, whether it's at guard or at tackle. I think that Larry Johnson, just give me the size and the starting experience. I think this could be a true piece on the offensive line for this team.
Just a girl, you're hilarious for that. He does look just like T Grizzly. That's crazy.
Who?
Larry Johnson.
Does he?
Look like T Grizzly, bro. They look just alike.
Yaya actually just won the Buffs the Big 12 championship because I got Aqib Talib in the 5th round of the sleeper draft. And he's
crazy.
5th round sleeper, man.
Sheesh.
What was his name?
Yamil Talib. It's a Y.
What a Y. That's hilarious. That's a fire draft, though. I feel like we
cooked.
all the positions.
Yeah, we spread it around.
Got a receiver, a running back, O-line, D-line, linebacker, DB.
No receiver. Oh, we did get a receiver.
Yeah, we got a receiver.
I got a receiver, yeah.
Tight end, too.
2 tight ends.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Snubs, if you want to real quick.
I was curious if the committee would have allowed Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think all incoming freshmen would have been allowed here.
I agree.
Interesting.
Well,
No. you
Presto
couldn't-
would not have counted. I'm sorry.
Sure. You're right.
And
I misspoke.
Mojo, no.
Okay.
Braylon
Would Braylon would have
probably
counted?
not.
No.
Neither Carson or Rodney wouldn't have counted either.
I would have allowed.
I would have
those,
allowed
think.
those.
Okay. Okay. That was kind of what I was thinking. I thought they would be.
I mean, we talked about Caleb Mathis.
Who's Rod Wave on the team? I know who that is.
That's hilarious, bro. It's Chauncey, bro. Chauncey and Rodway look just alike. That's hilarious. I'm dead. That's funny. I've never heard that before, but I'm like Rodway, but it looks just like Chauncey actually.
That's hilarious.
That's too funny. Hakeem would have been a good one. I thought about picking Hakeem.
I agree.
I thought about picking Villy. Would have been allowed? I think he gets more love maybe on this show than on social media.
That's fair. That's fair. I think you could have said Leon Bell or maybe not Taj White, but I think there were a lot of offensive line candidates you could have gone with here. Chauncey would not have counted, I don't think.
No,
I think Quincy would have been a great pick for this.
I thought
too.
you were going to pick Quincy.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
about
the
it
other
too.
Yeah.
Jake said, I thought so too. I thought it was
Oh, I thought about it. I picked someone else.
Would Dylan have counted?
Manuel?
Dylan Manuel?
I don't think so.
I would. I looked at him and said that would get shut down.
Valid.
Um,
Some people threw out some
Yeah.
specialists.
I thought about taking Arnomatic.
I thought about taking Mate.
Yeah.
New Mate. At one point, do you stop becoming the new mate and you become just the mate?
Right. He's no longer new.
Yeah. His career is about to be as long as Mark's was,
Yep.
I think he's still the new because he's not the old mate.
but he's not new.
But he's the new mate. He's not new, but he's the new mate. There was an old mate. There's a previous mate, and now there's a new mate.
It's been a whole calendar year of him being here.
But it's like New York. It's not. It never becomes Old York or York. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's still New York.
For sure.
I like it. I like the thought. Once you become the new thing, you're always that.
Yeah. You're a new until there's a new one.
Yeah.
You know? He's the new mate until there's a new mate.
Right. We got to get a third straight Australian punter.
Yeah, so we just keep adding new onto the end of
New
the
mates.
mates. New mate.
Actually, they're just gonna be new.
Why don't we do that for cities though? Why is there not a new New York? Yeah.
It's in Vegas, dude.
Fair enough. Do we just roll into it? Guess that buff?
We can.
We can hit this break,
Well,
I guess.
Yeah, let's. Is there any other sleepers that we should have talked about? And then we can get this on the other side of the break. I thought about Paul Amodia. Would that have been allowed?
Yes, absolutely. That would have been allowed.
Yeah.
He's really flown under the radar since like winter workouts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Cedric Smith,
Yes.
Maryland
would have counted.
defensive lineman. Like I think him and Dylan Manu are going to be, I think, the two kind of biggest in terms of size interior defenders that actually like see the field for Colorado this year. I mean, they're going to have to play a valuable role in stuffing the run and just being an interior, immovable presence at the point of attack.
I think Sean Kinney and Javen Richardson could have counted on the offensive line.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I should have picked Kinney, honestly.
Yeah.
He's super flying under the radar. Can play all three positions on the interior. Has played a lot of football at Lafayette. Yeah, I think Kinney. If I could, I would probably put him in my top 5.
I took Zane. You took Fish. I think you could have picked any tight end not named Zach Adkins, and that would have counted, though.
Sure, Brick. I mean, yeah. Seems like he's going to play a role.
Corbin?
Particularly as a leader.
Talk about another dude who's
Facts.
Corbin. Same with Charlie.
I mean, when I remember seeing Corbin on the field last year, like pregame, like working out, and it surprised me how like
fluid.
I'm just trying not to say the wrong word because I was going to say the word thick, but that just sounded crazy. But like he's tall, yeah. But like he's got some weight.
Looks
to
like
him.
a tight end.
Yeah, and that surprised
But
me.
he moves really well.
He really does. Like he has the size to play this position at a Power 4 level, and I'm excited to see his development continue.
Tyler Moore on the defensive line. I mean, he hasn't played very much football at Coastal. I think it was only a handful of games last year. You
Josiah
mentioned
Manu playing defensive line now was kind of interesting as well. Obviously, when he was recruited, there was some talk about whether he would, stay on the offensive line. But I like that they went right away, get that experience kind of in him now as we're sitting here in spring. So by the time fall rolls around, you can maybe make a permanent decision on which side of the ball he should play on. Because I think he honestly can play on both. 6'5", 295, that's going to go to 300 soon enough. The size is definitely a benefit.
Yes, the Colorado Pro Day is at the end of the month on the 31st, I think. All right. That was the draft. Let's take our next break, and then we will get into Guess That Buff and the news. Shout out to our friends over at...
If you love the NFL Draft, then this is your edge. The Die Hard NFL Draft Guide is built and based off of thousands of hours of film study, being boots on the ground, Shrine Bowl, Senior Bowl, Combine, talking to scouts, talking to coaches, really getting a feel for where these players are best going to fit and project in the NFL. And we're talking hundreds of players in this class. All right, so what are you going to find in the guide? Well, you're going to find player comps. You're going to find strengths, weaknesses, physical tools, analytics, highlights, analysis from all across the space, everything you need to try and determine who are the best players for your team. You get access to the guide if you're a diehard, and you'll also get access to a couple of individual breakdowns I'm doing specifically for your team. All right, look, if you want surface level breakdowns, you can get them anywhere. But if you want independent thought, if you want thorough breakdowns on all of these prospects, become a diehard, get the guide. Or you can get access to the 2026 guide for just $26. Let's win draft season.
New built restoration and construction. You know, we hope there's no home emergencies out there, but frankly, those are just things you can't plan for, right? They're just a thing that you have to react to and try and fix as quick as possible. But you need help with that. You can't do that all on your own. That's where our friends at New Built Restoration and Construction come in. They are licensed general contractors who can help with any project, big or small. They're also available 24/7, truly care about being there for their customers. They have over 600 reviews to prove that to be true. They'll work with your insurance company to make it as at least as stressful process as possible and as smooth as possible. Some of the services offered include fire damage, water damage, mold removal, repair services, commercial projects. But they are true DNVR fans. We're excited to partner with them, and we are fans of them as well. When that home emergency hits, New Belt Restoration and Construction will be there at nubilt.com or hit them up 720-902-7427, 7472. Let them know DNVR sent you. Did I
Humidor.
Right. Got a humidifier in the room.
Bro, you know what I was thinking about? Do you remember when we found Charles Lester III's Amazon wish list?
We didn't find it, but someone did.
Someone found it and posted it on Twitter, and we recapped his Amazon wish list
On the show.
for college on the show.
Y'all are silly.
We were trying to see could there be? He wanted to humidify.
And we
So
were like,
he's coming to Colorado. This air's so dry here.
That's too funny.
still ends up committing to Florida State, though.
How's that going?
Did he enter the portal? Is he still there?
I think last I heard he's still there.
For what it's worth, he enters the portal every single year in the video game. Yes, he is still there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I mean, we got Boo this year. Maybe next year it's Charles. Who knows?
Has he been nice there?
Don't think so. Don't think he's played very much. Well, I don't even know if I blame him, honestly. That program's a train wreck.
We have his brother Lamont on the team.
I don't know if that's his brother.
Never know. Are we doing it, boys?
It's on you. It's on you.
GTB?
GTB. Y'all are familiar with Guest That Transfer. We ran through 35 transfers through 4 iterations of Guest That Transfer. So now we had to open up. You hear that music, ladies and gentlemen. It is Guess That Buff. This is open to all current Colorado Buffaloes. Could be true freshmen.
Okay.
Could be transfers. Could be returning players. Could be any buff.
All right.
So let's get started
But 26.
with Guess That Buff. They are on the current 2026 Colorado football roster. Y'all know the rules. We're going hint by hint. One guess
per
hint. And we're keeping score. We got 7 buffs to guess. Show us the first one. Yeah. I had to Google how to spell this or how to pronounce this. From Canandaigua, New York. Canandaigua, New York. Any guesses?
Oh,
That's got to be northern New York.
Sure.
So close to New York, it's almost named Canada. It's so close to Canada, it's almost named Canada.
You want to take the chat away too, Yaya?
Chat.
That's fine.
You can
fine.
guess.
Found it.
Any guesses?
I can't even think of a single player from the East Coast that's not a transfer.
I'll just throw up Paul Amodia. I don't know.
No.
I'm going to guess. JoJo Williams.
No. Come on, so close. You're silly. Here's the next guess. He went to the same high school as Jaquale Smith. Not in New York, for what it's worth.
I was going to say, I know this dude
Yeah.
was born in New York and immediately moved.
Yep.
away.
Yep. But on the CU Buffs bio, he's claiming Canandaigua, New York, which I respect.
Same high school as Jaquale Smith. I need a roster. What you looking
I'm
at?
not looking that up. I already know. You can't look at the roster.
No roster allowed?
No roster. The roster has the answers.
Low key.
Okay. Oh, right, because it would have had my bad. Well, I didn't get any past
You good?
the search bar.
So what the hell are you over here typing?
Clearing out my Slack because I have no
Yeah.
idea who this is.
Any guesses here?
I'll throw out Mojo Williams.
Nope. Zach, Jake, Jake.
I'll throw out.
What is that hand movement?
You can just say you don't have a guess. So we can move on to the
Don't
next
have
one.
a guess.
All right.
Don't
Like,
have a
Wow, you could have said any player on the roster.
I'm
It's a free shot.
stumped.
I
Nope,
love that.
you already passed.
Yeah, you passed.
All
on.
right.
Here's our third and here's our third and final hint here. He was a long time Florida State commit.
Xavier Payne.
Xavier Payne. It is
Yeah.
Big Payne. He went to the same high school as Jaquil Smith. That was Jones in Orlando, Florida. That's where they both played there.
Damn. Okay, that
Or
was my
prep ball.
mistake. I just associated Jaquil with California because of Sac State.
Ah, yeah. Now he's from Orlando. They both are, kind of. All right. RK's up 1-0. Who we got next? Yeah. He had the first touch of the 2025 season.
Quentin Gibson.
You were right. Yeah.
I told you, bro. This shit's too easy.
You were right. I thought that would. I thought that would stump you out a little bit.
I would have gotten it
Yeah.
2 seconds later.
Fourth true freshman in CU history to start the season opener. As Julian Lewis likes to remind us, the former Max Preps National Player of the Year.
I literally told them, I'm like, bro, they're gonna get this like on the first
Facts.
try.
He actually, I was like, nah, bro, I don't think they'll get it, bro. I don't think they'll get it.
You guys don't know ball.
I don't know. These dudes talk about how they just forget the 2025 season. So
No.
I thought I could get one in.
But that was a thing we talked about because it was Draylon got it
Yeah.
last year and
Yeah.
the second
Yeah.
year in a row.
No, it's valid.
Jake has an advantage on me on those because he's sober during the game.
Fair enough. All right, we got a 1-1 tie here. Who we got next? Yeah. He scored 2 touchdowns in his first career start.
Isaac Wilson.
No, he was a previous what you call it? He
Guess
was on the
that
game
transfer.
previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
transfer.
shit.
Yep.
Good job, though,
Scored
throwing
2
the name out.
touchdowns in his first career start. I'm going to guess Michael Welch.
Michael Welch it is.
It's Colorado State.
No.
No?
Nebraska? No. He didn't start in North Dakota State. did he?
No.
Cincinnati?
No.
No.
The bonus question. What was Michael Welch's first career start where he scored 2 touchdowns?
Kansas State?
Like
Nope.
Arizona?
Nope.
We're just naming the whole conference.
It is a Big 12 team. I'll say that. It is a Big 12
because he
school.
got his first start against CSU. That
Tech?
was the last.
Nope.
Or not, his first game was against CSU.
It was a legendary game.
You already said Colorado
Baylor.
State.
Baylor.
Baylor.
He scored the game-winning touchdown in overtime that game as well.
Is RK just like the #1 Michael Walsh believer now? Does he take the throne from
No,
Jake?
no.
Jake said,
No.
hold your horses. 2-1 RK. Who's next? From Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah.
Oh my God, bro.
No, you're not dumb, Coach Dre.
How are you looking at chat?
It's on the screen.
Oh,
Not on the game.
Right, he accused me like I was cheating or something. Like what? Any guesses, boys? From Savannah, Georgia. A lot of Georgia boys on the roster.
Oh no, not Bo Hughley. Well, there's my guess.
Okay. Jake, throw us one.
I can't even remember who's from Georgia at this point.
All
I've
right.
just lost all knowledge of the team.
Just say a name of a player.
Anybody. Look at
I don't know. Cree Thomas.
Nope. Next hit. I actually just learned this when we were doing the research. You can throw it up. He's former JUCO teammates with Javen Richardson.
Yeah. What is that?
So what does that tell me?
What is this supposed to help with?
It tells you that he's from Savannah and he started his career at JUCO. That gives you a little intel.
I get like half a guess, and then I think it all the way through, and then I realize, no, he's not from Georgia. Then it's like,
Sure.
so that's why I can't even throw out a name.
Sometimes half a guess is, sometimes
But I
it'd be
know
the
it's
answer.
not right
Oh, okay.
because if I say who I'm thinking of, I know he's not from Georgia though.
For sure.
You say it.
No, because I know he's not from Georgia.
You got one, RK?
Sean Kinney.
Nope.
I will say Quanell.
Not Quanell. Here's our last hint here for this buff. He's that's not right. That's from an old one. I'll read it here though. He played the 4th most snaps on the Colorado offensive line last season.
Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson, it is.
He played at
What is that
JUCO?
picture? That doesn't look like him at all.
That
You got the right picture.
would be yeah. That is Larry Johnson. Yep. Played the 4th most snaps. And to your point earlier about when you mentioned him in sleepers, like
Yeah,
played a lot of football for
I
his
know.
team last year.
That's
At
why I
multiple
wanted to
positions.
clarify if last year's guys count.
Yeah. You got that one 3-1, RK. All right. Who we got next? Yeah. He's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale.
Quanell.
Not Quanell.
He's from Texas.
Yeah, that's true.
Cam Perry.
Nope. He was on the previous iteration. Not a bad guess, though. Cam's also from Atlanta. This buff made his college debut versus a top 5 team.
Yes. Nope.
Well, there's the next hint. He started 4 games for Colorado last season. That's a third of the season.
Is it JoJo?
It is not JoJo. Arcade, do you have a guess?
I will guess Makari Vickers.
Not Makari Vickers. Here's the last hint, which you'll probably get it. Former consensus 5-star
Hakeem Williams.
Yeah.
recruit. It is Hakeem Williams. RK came to play today. That boy a 4-1. I think we got 2 left. Yeah, we got 2 left. From Portland, Oregon.
Wow.
I was a bit worried that you guys might know that one just because it's so random. But I'm glad you don't. Any guesses, though?
I know this is not where he was recruited out of, but I'll say Corbin Lazier.
Mm-mm. He's from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Jason Stokes.
Not Jason Stokes. Next hint. I don't think so. So he earned an L on his jersey before the season finale and wore an L on his jersey for the Kansas State game. Yeah, this is a stumper right here. Any
Earned
guesses?
L on his jersey for the season finale.
RJ Johnson?
That's not a bad guess.
Again, I know this is not where he's recruited out of. Kylan Salter.
Not Kylan, no. Here's our third guess here. I still don't know if this will even help y'all out, but it'll give you some more info, no doubt. He has played in 22 career games for Colorado.
Ben Finiseth?
Not a bad guess. Not the answer, though. Jake, could you save it here on the final hint? The final guess?
Of the final hint or the final slide, or we have another
We
one?
got one more after this.
Brick.
Brick.
Nah.
Let's go.
Brady Kopech. Good call. Yeah. What's up?
Nope. This is like match play, baby.
Here's our last one. Another vet. He's played in 28 career games for Colorado.
Ben Finiseth.
Ben Finnison. Third most special team snaps last season. One of 7 buffs with a forced fumble last season as well.
Ben. I miss Ben.
Shout out
Big
Ben.
man. Me too. Our guy.
He'll
friend
be
of the
back.
show.
We have him on the show.
We will work on it. Yes.
Heck yeah.
We will work on it. We'll get Ben back in.
How'd
here.
the chat do? How
Chat,
y'all doing in the
what's
chat? Y'all got them all right?
Hardware had Brady.
Our
Kopets?
our show with Ben was amazing, but
Yes.
we hung out with him for like 2 hours after the show,
Way better.
and
Yeah.
that was
He's the
elite.
best, bro.
I'm gonna answer that question. Hold on. Somebody asked who did Hakeem make his debut against? It was a top 5 team.
Alabama,
Give me a sec. Oh,
LSU.
yeah, number 5 LSU.
Yep.
Did he play?
Yeah.
He played
that
a
game.
lot as a freshman.
Yeah.
He that was the game where LSU choked it, I want to say,
I honestly don't remember.
with Jaden Daniels.
Honestly, don't remember that game.
Oh, I remember where I was during that game.
Yeah, first game of the year.
Yeah, but no, Hakeem.
I think Hofstra just went up 10.
Oh, sick.
Let's fucking go.
Please.
They did. Yeah, they did. Yes. Hell yeah.
We needed that so bad.
And Wright State still got the lead too. But yeah, Hakeem played in 17 games at Florida State
Yep.
across 2
It's
seasons.
happened both days.
Right, bro. All the magic happens when we're live,
Yeah.
bro. It's crazy.
Keep the show rolling all day today.
All right, let's talk news today.
That was fun. Good stuff, boys. Good win, RK.
GG's. Rule changes. So
Coming up RK right now.
we mentioned this earlier in the offseason on this show, but yesterday the NCAA D1 FBS Oversight Committee approved changes to the targeting penalty structure. Under the new rule, a player ejected for a second targeting offense will have to miss the first half of the following game. I'm sorry, this is the first part. As part of the approval, a player ejected for targeting for the first time in a season will be able to participate in the next game.
Good.
So as opposed to what we had where, say it's third quarter, someone has a nasty hit, they get ejected for the rest of that game, they also miss the first half of the next game. That's not the case anymore. Under the new rule, a player ejected for a second targeting offense will have to miss the first half of the following game. A third targeting ejection then warrants a full 1-game suspension. The NCAA said no player received 3 ejections for targeting during the 2025 season.
You say how many you had? 2?
Wait, so the third quarter thing doesn't matter anymore?
No.
Okay.
Unless this is their second offense.
Okay.
Then they'll have to miss the first half of the following game. And then, yes, a third one would be a full game. But
Did they say how many players had 2 last year? Or did they just look at how many had 3 and they found that none did?
I'm not seeing anything.
'Cause I feel like that would be kind of interesting. If not, no big deal.
I don't see anything on that.
I do like that rule change though.
Me too. Additionally, a conference will have the option to initiate an appeals process after a player's second targeting ejection also. The appeal can cover both the first and second ejections and go to the NCAA's National Coordinator of Officials, who will facilitate a video review. If overturned, the player will be able to play without sitting out the first half of the next game. Does not say anything about a third one again as well.
Did that say the school or the conference makes that appeal?
A conference.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. Also, in addition to the targeting rule, the NCAA announced offensive pass interference penalties will now be 10 yards. Previously, they were a 15-yard penalty. So just a 5-yard difference. I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on that.
My thought on it is it's unfair to the defense that you interfering is more penalizing than them interfering. And my counterpoint to that is sometimes I feel like they don't call offensive pass interference because they think it's too penalizing. So maybe lowering the yardage will make the refs call it more because they never call it.
That's valid.
Right.
I mean, it's a drive killer. You get one of those.
Yep.
You got to back up 15. And I think also, too, a lot of the times we call offensive pass interference, particularly in the college game, it's like for the pick routes, like the screens and whatnot.
Yes.
And
That's
I feel
true.
like that is, I think, part of the math there as well, making it 10 instead of 15, which I like.
Yeah.
It's interesting because if doing it on a play like that, like a pick play, is not nearly as egregious as like a jump ball 40 yards down the field. It's almost like there should be 2 different calls.
Yeah, almost.
Well, and remember, it's not a spot foul, too, in college football, which thankfully I appreciate more because I hate in the NFL when it's just a 50-yard penalty. Yeah.
Right.
You could do like illegal screening or illegal blocking
Yeah.
and make that a 5 or 10-yard penalty and then keep it 15 if you push a DB in the back and go over their head to catch a ball.
That's a good idea.
That's so blatant, though, when that happens, I think. Like, yes, there are guys who do get away with it, but, like, when it's blatant, it's pretty out there. Okay, the receiver pushed the cornerback. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of an easy call too.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yes, with the targeting thing, thankfully this is kind of changing because I used to hate that so much that any like targeting call in the second half was just, well, all right, now you just lose this guy for next week.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We only get 12 games.
And I've just seen too many of them, though, that it resulted in ejections where it's like, yeah, maybe by the letter of the law, there was like head-to-head contact. But like, I've seen ejections where like there was clearly no malicious intent with that hit. Or like sometimes there's like, that's just a football play, like how it just happened.
Yeah, like
you know
a bang-bang play.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that they're going to have an appeals process potentially as well. In addition to the fact that just because you get one doesn't mean you're cooked for the first half of next week as well.
So yes, this is official. That will take effect for the 2026 season. The FBS subcommittee recommended a 1-year trial run for the targeting rule change. So we'll see if that's the case. It does sound like it's still evolving, this targeting rule thing. Crazy. The targeting rule has been in the sport for almost 20 years now.
That is crazy. I remember it becoming a thing like it was yesterday.
2008 was when targeting was instituted. Ejections began in 2013.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy to think about how long football was being played without targeting. Like how many heads were just completely taken off in games, and
you
they were
could
just
still
like
get
play
like
on.
unnecessary roughness for that, but
I feel like even still, that wasn't often called.
what would be interesting to go back and look at is because the spirit of the rule was created to discourage those types of hits.
Right.
You have the risk of getting kicked out. I would like to see, like, did it work? Has it worked? Did we actually lower the amount of head-to-head hits by instituting that rule?
And I think that's part of the reason why I asked Jake about if they had that in the story, because they said no player last season had 3 targeting. So I was curious to see how many had 2, or even just how many were called throughout the
I think
season.
Trevor Woods had 3 in one season.
He might have.
Maybe. But that would be interesting info to find.
And as Coach Bradford says, they did not pass the rule forcing players to cover from the top of their shoes to the bottom of their pants. I think this is mostly in dispute of
So
the
you couldn't show any ankle?
Knee.
ankle, calf, shin.
Okay.
Yeah. But that didn't get passed. I do think they need to make it so that your pants need to like touch your knees at least. You can't roll your pants up to your thigh.
But you're saying they're going from the knee down. You're saying they need to go from the knee up?
The rule they struck down was from the bottom of the pants to the top of the shoe.
It has to all be covered.
No, they
Doesn't
did not
have to.
enforce that. Yes.
That was the proposed rule, though.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
it
proposing
was.
to get it all covered, but they said nah. Which I think, like, leave it up to the players. If they want to
agree.
expose themselves to potentially injury, not wearing knee pads or whatever.
But you're breaking, bro. The rules are in to protect you. Like,
But
put your fucking thigh pads down so they cover your thighs. Like, what are we doing here? Honestly,
Wearing biker shorts.
it's crazy.
I think I've said this on the show before too. Like when I grew up playing, like everybody wore them. Like everybody wore knee and thigh pads.
Yes.
But like by the time like
We
I
even
was
had the hip pads.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would say, I mean, this is probably just a youth thing, but like we wore cups too, like in youth football. But like by the time I was like a senior in high school and college, nobody was wearing that. Nobody was wearing cups. Nobody was wearing knee pads.
Which is wild.
It is wild. But like also too, like you rarely see injuries because of that. Like a knee to the helmet or like you rarely see
I
that.
agree.
So I was like, okay. And I got with the vibe too.
Football's such a fast and violent game. A knee pad's this thick anyway. Like it's not going to save you. And all they did was get smaller.
That's true. Like the knee pads nowadays are literally like this big.
Yeah.
And they're like this thin.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes.
It does like disperse some of the energy, but
Sure. I mean, to me, it's not the knee pads, man. It's the thigh pads. Those things actually help you.
yeah,
like,
those had like some
just
hard
can't.
plastic in them.
yes,
But a hardcore football player would just tell you that's why we squat.
true.
That's why we squat.
Also,
Not how it works.
this is why girdles came into invention too, because those
Yeah.
are way more comfortable than
Definitely.
stuffing pads into your pants.
100%.
Another rule change that has not been approved yet. This has to do with tampering or what is it called? The blind transfer, whatever the fuck that
Yeah.
was. Where,
They just made it.
anyways,
for it.
Literally.
This is from Matt Zenitz. Basically, they are going to try and... So this is more so like Xavier Lucas, Jake Retzlaff, again, those blind transfers. So for if a program accepts a player onto their team who did not go through the normal transfer portal like routes, right now the proposed rule to punish the head coach would be prohibited from all football, that's recruiting, on-field coaching, and administrative duties as team meetings for 6 games.
Whoa.
That's half the year. Plus, the school would be fined 20% of its football budget.
Ooh.
Those are hefty penalties.
Yeah,
They're not
I mean,
playing around.
They're saying you cannot do this.
Yes.
But will they enforce it?
Again, this is the NCAA Football Oversight Committee we're talking about.
See, that seems like a type of punishment that would deter a school from taking on a blind transfer.
Your head coach would miss half the season.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. I mean, the teams that we know that have done it, right, are Tulane, obviously Miami. I think those are the only 2 I can think of right now, but
Oh, there's probably more.
I'm certainly more.
Every time someone says blind transfer, I just think of that long snapper for USC who was actually blind.
Yeah.
I think his name was like Jake.
Is
Yeah.
that recent?
Jake Olson.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he was like got into an actual game and snapped the ball, I think,
Yeah.
too. Again, this is a recommendation from the Oversight Committee.
Oh, damn.
So we'll
I got
see.
10.5. It's 7. I think I should be good, though.
You should be good.
How would you enforce it though? That's just so
That's
it's basically
cut and dry.
Yeah.
it is.
You
It's
get caught doing it, those are the punishments.
it's basically you can only add players to your roster who actually entered the transfer portal during the given transfer portal window.
And now I'm thinking, like, it wouldn't even be a thing where, like, you get caught. It's just like,
It's apparent.
yeah,
Yeah,
if that
exactly.
dude's on your roster, where did he come from?
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, no doubt. So that should be easy.
There was also a proposal that would allow North Dakota State and Sac State to play in a 26 bowl game.
Tell me, Alpha.
Oh, yeah.
North Dakota State winning the Mountain West this year.
I think they
They're
might be the odds-on
heavy
favorite.
favorites,
Yeah,
I would be shocked if they were the betting favorite to
Hold
actually
on.
win the conference this year.
because I think conference odds just did come out.
For sure. I'd be pretty shocked.
They were favored to win every game.
Yes, Scotty.
They are?
When we did that thing, yeah, they were one of 6 teams.
No, I thought you were saying they are the favorite.
I don't know if I have conference odds. Oh wait, nope. I just have championship odds.
We could look if they're the highest odds.
Yeah, who has the highest odds? Or
That's
the
not
best
gonna
odds.
work. Well, they can't even be on that list because they can't play postseason.
Sure.
Let's go. From Peasy.
Don Peasy says the greatest sleeper in 26 got to be Black Kicker.
I think that was da-na-na.
No, that's
Nah,
No?
that's
Oh.
it's like the
thought it was
superhero music.
Oh.
Black Kicker. Okay, last thing actually though, I really want to talk about this today.
Going to the line? Need that.
Kyle Whittingham in Utah. The details are out about this messy divorce and how he ended up being Michigan's head football coach.
They did him dirty.
They did him dirty, bro.
How? Why? What's wrong
So,
with them?
all right, here's the timeline. The Wolverines announced Kyle Whittingham as head coach on December 26, 2 weeks after Utah and the coach agreed to a separation by way of a lucrative amendment to his contract. As part of the separation agreement inked on December 12th, the university agreed to pay Whittingham a $13.5 million transition bonus in 3 installments over 2 years. Basically already agreeing you're not going to be our head coach at that point.
Bro,
We're
they-
going to pay you all this money still.
They paid him the F off, bro.
On January 26th, roughly
Crazy.
overtime, go to the website. Roughly a month into his tenure in Ann Arbor, Utah paid Whittingham the first bonus, which was $8 million, despite the university believing that he did not uphold language in his contract that called for a, quote, smooth and successful transition to a new coach, even though it was his offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, I think,
Yeah.
Morgan Scaley.
DC.
In a January letter, the AD from Utah, Harlan, wrote to Whittingham, quote, that he was disappointed by your actions last month by accepting the Michigan job. Quote, the university felt that your involvement with recruiting our football coaches and staff to Michigan was contrary to the terms of your employment agreement.
Are they dead ass?
Whittingham took with him to Michigan 6 position assistants and a strength coach, as well as 5 players, including a 4-star signee, Celeste Moa, who we talked about.
Bro, just real quick, bro. They really emailed Kyle Whittingham like, look, we know we fired you. We know we did you dirty.
Wrote him a letter.
But you going to take another job is just blasphemous.
Well, and more so that he took the assistants because it was supposed to be a peaceful transition of power, whatever the fuck they called it.
Crazy.
After they agreed to pay him this $13 million over 2 years for a peaceful transition. Basically, that's the gist of it all. So Utah's just saying that, you were just supposed to kind of leave us alone. Like, we were just literally supposed to go our separate ways.
Yeah,
that
you
was
were supposed
that.
to disappear.
And
Whittingham.
he did kind of, I'm not going to say gutted, because there's definitely been guttings of programs before by head coaches. This wasn't that. But he took some of his friends with him and some of his players who wanted to play for him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're so dumb.
Terrible look.
They're so dumb.
Terrible.
What a bad week for the state of Utah.
So this is all public now, obviously. Like documents, like it's crazy. Like copies of letters and stuff from the AD to Whittingham. I'm looking at one right now.
Wow.
And so that was the genesis of this and how Kyle Whittingham basically ended up being Michigan's head coach.
Man, give me a Utah-Michigan first-round CFP game in 2026, bro.
Give me Utah missing a bowl game.
Sure.
That'd be fire.
They deserve all of the bad things from the football gods.
That was Jim Harbaugh's first game at Michigan, was in Utah. I went to that game.
What was the result?
Not good for us, for Michigan. It was a close game, really close game.
I said this quite a bit when we talked about this originally. Like, Morgan Scalley better be that guy.
Yeah.
It's really all I got to say about that.
But
Because if he is, then Utah, sure, you clearly knew what you were doing. But if he's not, you're going to look really, really, really dumb.
if they win 8 games or less this year, flags are being raised,
Definitely.
side eyes are coming in.
Yeah.
And if you do that again next year, now he's on the hot seat.
And don't let Michigan with Whittingham be 9+ win team.
They might
You
win
know
a
what I'm saying?
chip.
Michigan's going to be a lot better this year.
I think so.
He also basically said that Bryce is undisputed QB1 too.
I did see that, and I like that.
Whittingham said that.
Yes.
I did like that.
By the way, Missouri named a starter. Did we talk about that on this show?
Yeah, we did. I think so.
Austin Simmons.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but I think we just mentioned it off air.
First starter of the year, maybe? From a QB battle?
From a battle, yeah. I mean, nobody knows who he was battling
Marshall
with.
Falk says
but
too late to have a QB battle in fall.
It's true. Maybe he's talking from experience.
I think that was a
calculated.
calculated comment.
All right. That's spring break 2026. Wow. That's it. So we got 3 straight weeks after this. 2 weeks of regular media practice and then spring game week. And then we are into the long, dark off season, the official off season part.
But we'll always have Guess That Buff.
But we'll always have Guess That Buff.
Oh, God.
Keeps evolving.
For real.
May we all evolve with it, right?
God
Keep
willing.
getting better.
Inshallah.
Speaking of evolving, how about my evolution from the first ever iteration of Guess That Transfer?
I mean, that's really the underlying storyline.
character
right here.
development.
For
You've
real.
been reading the roster every night before you go to sleep or what?
Because it was a rough go for you the first couple of rounds,
Well,
bro.
the
But you
first
turned it
one,
around.
I was
You're like,
I
"Do
got guess mods.
We were fresh out of transfer portal season. I was still writing guys up like every day and stuff. So
True.
I had an advantage then as well. All right, chat. We will be back next week. Practice coming soon. Wish I could tell you when, but we'll all find out together. So you guys, some point on Monday, Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.